Hey, this is Angela. I'm a holistic registered dietitian, nutritionist, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to go over a question that I had from someone who I talked to this week and who wanted to know about plant-based sources of iron, as this individual had a lot of loss of blood and was on supplementation for iron, so they were looking to increase iron from foods they were eating. So if it's something that you're interested in, then let's get started. Okay, so this individual did not care to eat really meat at all. They did eat fish, and so which is a source of iron that you can take in. But as far as plant-based sources of iron, there are several that are available for you if you're looking to increase iron from food itself. And to note, a lot of them can come from like dark green leafy veggies, as well as legumes, nuts, seeds. Soy is a great one. And so if you're looking to increase iron, then making sure you're having these types of foods every time that you're eating. Grains are another great one. So having like oatmeal in the morning would be a great example for getting iron at breakfast time, or doing like a tofu stir fry. But of note, when you do take iron in, especially from a plant-based source, which has been known to not have a good absorption amount compared to animal-based sources, you can actually overcome this amount of negative not being absorbed very well by adding in vitamin C. And so vitamin C you're going to get from your fruits, your vegetables. I mean, most people kind of think about oranges when they think about vitamin C. So that could be one thing. You could be taking an iron supplement and you might want to take a little bit of orange juice to go with it, or have a vitamin C supplement as well. One study that I had looked at when it was talking about non-meat sources of iron and vitamin C talked about having 20 milligrams of vitamin C with 3 milligrams of iron. Now this can definitely vary depending on the type of plant it is and any kind of inhibitors that might be preventing it from being absorbed very well within the plant. And that's why it's definitely needed to have vitamin C, so that the consumption, depending on the food itself, you might have to actually have more vitamin C to better help with absorption. And so some things that can also inhibit the absorption of iron in our diet is things like tea, coffee, cacao, as well as milk. And so this individual that I talked to was drinking whole milk, and so it's not necessarily the calcium. There was a study that looked at it's not the calcium that's in the milk, and so it's potentially the casein that's in the milk, the protein that's inhibiting the absorption. So you definitely don't want to be drinking tea or having milk whenever you're having meals. Try to have those in between meals. And more specifically, the black tea is more of a problematic with iron absorption. On my website, I wrote a blog post all about this with a couple of links to resources that can be of help to give you a little bit more information maybe about how much iron, depending on your age, if you're a male or a female, how much iron you should be taking in, as well as a list of foods to be consuming, and as well as some ideas about mixing foods with vitamin C. Like I said, you gotta have the iron with the vitamin C. For example, one of the things I have listed on there is if you're eating oatmeal for breakfast in the morning, then you want to make sure you're putting maybe some strawberries to go with it. So again, something that's going to have vitamin C. Or if you're doing like a tofu scramble, then adding in some red bell peppers to go with it in your tofu scramble. Again, that vitamin C with the iron to help with absorption. You could even squeeze lemon juice or lime juice at the end of cooking to help with absorption of even getting in more vitamin C than just what's in the vegetable itself. Especially with cooking, vitamin C is very sensitive, and so you can definitely squeeze lemon or lime juice at the end of of cooking processes to help with adding more. Or you can also drink orange juice, like I was saying before, with if you're taking a supplement for iron. All right, my website, if you're not familiar with it, is dietitianangela.com, and it's the recent blog post. I'll leave a link in the description box so you can go right to it if you're wanting to get those examples of plant-based sources of iron along with vitamin C. I also list a couple of other tips on my blog post to kind of help you out as well with getting in more iron in your diet. All right. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. It helps to let others know for sure about if this is something that can be helpful to them. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions. All right, I hope you guys have a happy, healthy day. Bye.